Did you know that one of the silent causes behind many diabetes complications is linked to oxidative stress? That's right. Not many people talk about it, but the excess of free radicals in the body can worsen glycemic control, accelerate cellular aging, and even contribute to problems in the kidneys, eyes, heart, and nerves. And that's exactly where antioxidants come in. If you live with diabetes, whether type 1, type 2, or even a pre-diabetic condition, this video could be a game changer in your journey toward better health and quality of life. Today, we're going to talk about the 3 main antioxidants that every diabetic should consider including in their routine. And we're not talking about fads or miracle promises, but substances that have been scientifically studied with real and proven benefits. But first of all, what are antioxidants? Simply put, they are compounds that help our body fight free radicals, tiny unstable molecules that in excess cause cellular damage. Imagine an invisible rust working inside your body day after day. That's oxidative stress. And when it comes to diabetes, this problem gets worse because high blood glucose already favors the formation of these free radicals. That's why taking care of your diet and ensuring the right antioxidants are present in your daily routine can make all the difference. They help protect organs, improve the body's response to insulin, reduce inflammation, and even strengthen the immune system. But hold on. Before you start taking anything on your own, it's essential to understand which antioxidants are most effective for people with diabetes and why. Each one has a specific role, and some work better in certain situations than others. So the secret lies in the right choice, the proper dosage, and of course, professional guidance. So stay with me until the end, because this information could transform the way you take care of your health. The first antioxidant is vitamin C, undoubtedly one of the most well-known and accessible antioxidants out there. And for those living with diabetes, it can be a powerful ally in the fight against the complications of the disease. This vitamin is water-soluble, which means it is not stored by the body and needs to be replenished daily through food or supplementation. It acts directly to reduce oxidative stress. Studies show that people with diabetes have lower levels of vitamin C in the blood, and that supplementation can help restore this balance. With fewer free radicals circulating, the body's cells suffer less damage and function better. It also improves insulin sensitivity. Research indicates that vitamin C can help cells respond better to insulin, which makes blood glucose control easier. In addition, it can reduce the risk of complications such as diabetic neuropathy, kidney problems, and cardiovascular diseases. It strengthens the immune system, something essential for diabetics who often have more difficulty fighting infections. It also plays a role in collagen production, helping with wound healing, which can be slower in people with high glucose levels. Vitamin C is found in many everyday foods. Fruits such as acerola, guava, kiwi, strawberry, orange, lemon, and papaya are extremely rich in this vitamin. Among vegetables, bell peppers, kale, broccoli, and spinach are also good sources. Ideally, these fruits and vegetables should be consumed fresh, preferably raw or lightly cooked, since the vitamin is sensitive to heat and can be destroyed during prolonged cooking. It's also important to remember that for some people, supplementation may be necessary. Being an accessible, powerful, and scientifically backed ally for those with diabetes. 2. Vitamin E is another essential antioxidant that deserves attention when we talk about special care for people with diabetes. It acts directly on cell membranes, preventing free radicals from causing structural damage. And do you know what that means? Extra protection against chronic complications of diabetes, such as cardiovascular diseases and eye problems. Vitamin E is fat-soluble, meaning it is stored in fat tissue and requires the presence of fat to be properly absorbed. Its main role is to protect the body's fats from oxidation. And in the case of people with diabetes, this antioxidant proves especially relevant because it helps preserve the integrity of the beta cells in the pancreas. the ones responsible for producing insulin. Studies show that vitamin E can improve insulin sensitivity and reduce inflammatory markers in the body, contributing to better glycemic control. In addition, it is an important ally in the prevention of atherosclerosis, which is the buildup of fatty plaques in the arteries, a high risk for those living with type 2 diabetes. Another interesting benefit is vision protection. Vitamin E helps reduce the risk of diabetic retinopathy, one of the most common and dangerous complications of the disease. This happens because it protects the blood vessels in the retina against oxidative damage. And how to include this vitamin in your routine? Vitamin E is found in various healthy and tasty foods. Nuts like almonds, Brazil nuts, hazelnuts, and walnuts are excellent sources. Sunflower seeds, avocado, extra virgin olive oil, and dark leafy greens like spinach and kale also provide good amounts of this nutrient. A tip is to combine these foods with sources of healthy fats, like olive oil or avocado, to enhance the absorption of the vitamin. For example, a salad with leafy greens, avocado, and a drizzle of olive oil is a delicious and functional option. 3. Coenzyme Q10. Now we've reached one of the most powerful and, at the same time, least known antioxidants to the general public, coenzyme Q10. It is a substance naturally produced by our body and is present in virtually all cells. It has two main functions: producing energy within the mitochondria and acting as a potent antioxidant. In other words, besides helping your cells function better, it also protects against the oxidative stress that is so harmful to those living with diabetes. One of the great advantages of coenzyme Q10 is its action in the mitochondria, which are like small power plants inside the cells. Compromised mitochondria can lead to less effective glucose utilization, resulting in poorer glycemic control and increased fatigue. Supplementation with coenzyme Q10 has been shown to improve energy production and optimize glucose metabolism. Studies also indicate that coenzyme Q10 can help reduce blood pressure, improve cholesterol and triglyceride levels, protecting the heart. In addition, it helps reduce inflammatory markers, which are often elevated in those living with the disease. The natural production of coenzyme Q10 decreases with age and can also be reduced by the use of certain medications, such as cholesterol-lowering drugs. That's why older people or those who use these medications long-term benefit even more from supplementation. It is present in small amounts in foods such as red meat, fatty fish like salmon and sardines, spinach, broccoli, and nuts. However, the amount obtained through diet is usually low, which is why supplementation is often recommended when aiming for a therapeutic effect. It is a true reinforcement in the fight against oxidative stress and the complications of the disease. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these antioxidants were you already familiar with? Which one do you plan to include in your routine? Do you have any questions or suggestions for upcoming videos? Leave it here in the comments. Your participation is very important for us to keep bringing content that truly makes a difference. And if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, share it with someone you love who isn't aware of these tips yet. And of course, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new content. Every week, there's something new here, always with quality information, accessible language, and full focus on the health of those living with diabetes. Thank you so much for staying with me until the end. Remember, you are the protagonist of your journey. With conscious choices and reliable information, it is possible to live well, with energy and with diabetes under control. See you in the next video, and take good care of yourself.